I know you've been feeling uneasy lately, and it's not just in your mind. Everything happening around us is part of something bigger, something that's connecting us in ways we can't always see. The tension in the air, the sleepless nights, that restlessness deep inside you, it's not random. It's the weight of unspoken feelings, the pull of our connection drawing us closer, even when we try to resist. You're not alone in feeling this strange energy between us. I sense it too. Every time our paths cross, there's a silent intensity that I can't explain, but I know it's real. There's been a shift, a quiet shift in the way we move around each other. It's like we both feel it, but neither of us can put it into words. It's the kind of unease that only grows when something important is about to change. You've been feeling on edge because your heart knows there's something unfinished between us. We've left too many things unsaid, too many emotions hanging in the balance. That heaviness in your chest isn't just stress, it's the weight of everything we haven't yet faced. It's the pull of what we've been trying to ignore for too long. Sometimes I wonder if the unease you're feeling is because deep down you know we're not done. Our story is still unfolding, and maybe that's why it feels so heavy. Every time we part ways, I can feel a piece of me staying with you, like we're tethered together no matter how far we try to run. That unease, it's the invisible thread between us, tugging at your soul. I've felt it too, the strange, lingering sense that something is unresolved between us. It's been growing stronger, like the universe is pushing us to confront what we've been avoiding. You've been feeling restless because there's a truth inside you that's struggling to come out. And I think that truth has everything to do with us. We've been circling around each other for too long, pretending that the connection between us doesn't matter. But that unease in your heart, it's proof that it does. It's no coincidence that you've been feeling uneasy lately. Our souls are in sync, even when we're apart, and I think the energy between us is shifting, pushing us toward something inevitable. Every time I think about you, I feel a strange sense of anticipation, like something is about to happen between us. Maybe that's why you've been feeling uneasy, because on some level, you sense it too. I know you've been feeling off lately, like something is out of place in your life. But what if that feeling is tied to us? What if everything you're going through is connected to what we haven't yet faced? There's something between us, something that's been left unresolved for far too long. And that unease you're feeling, It's the universe telling you that it's time to confront it. You've been carrying this weight with you, this unexplainable sense of anxiety. I think it's because your heart knows there's something unfinished between us, something that can't be ignored any longer. Maybe the reason you've been feeling so uneasy is because there's a part of you that's still waiting for closure, still waiting for us to have the conversation we've been avoiding. You've been restless because your soul knows that something between us is about to shift. It's that feeling of anticipation, like the calm before a storm we both know is coming. I can feel your unease even when we're not together. It's like there's an unspoken tension between us, something that neither of us can shake, no matter how hard we try. The energy between us is heavy, charged with emotions we haven't yet expressed. I think that's why you've been feeling so uneasy, because deep down, you know it's all connected. We've been dancing around the truth for too long, and now it's starting to catch up with us. That unease in your heart, it's the result of everything we've left unsaid. I can sense your discomfort even when you don't say a word. It's like your soul is trying to tell you something, something about us that you're not yet ready to face. Maybe the reason you've been feeling so unsettled is because you know deep down that there's unfinished business between us. And until we face it, that feeling isn't going to go away. There's a tension between us, something that's been building for a while now. And I think that unease you've been feeling is your heart's way of telling you that it's time to deal with it. You've been feeling uneasy because you can sense that something between us is shifting. It's like the universe is pushing us together, forcing us to confront what we've been avoiding. The reason you've been feeling off is because you can't shake the feeling that there's more to our story. And you're right, there is. We just haven't faced it yet. The reason you've been feeling uneasy is because there's a silent pull between us that we've both been trying to ignore. But your heart knows better. It's telling you that something is about to change. You've been feeling this heaviness in your chest, this nagging sense of restlessness. It's because deep down, you know we're connected in a way that neither of us can fully understand, but we can't deny. That strange sense of unease, it's not a coincidence. It's the energy between us, charged with unspoken words and feelings. We've been circling around it for too long, and now it's time to face it. The tension between us has been building, growing stronger with each moment we spend apart. That unease you're feeling is the manifestation of everything we've left unresolved, waiting to be addressed. I know you've been feeling off lately, like something's not quite right, but that feeling is connected to us. It's a reflection of everything we've left unsaid, everything we've yet to confront. There's a reason you've been feeling this strange sense of unease, like something is missing. It's because there's a part of you that knows we're not finished yet, that our story isn't over. You've been feeling uneasy because your heart senses the truth before your mind can process it. And the truth is, we've been avoiding the inevitable for far too long. That restless feeling inside you, the one you can't shake, it's because there's something between us that hasn't been resolved. And until we face it, that feeling isn't going anywhere. I think you've been feeling uneasy because your heart knows there's something more between us. We've been trying to pretend that everything's fine, but deep down, we both know that's not true. The reason you've been feeling so unsettled lately is because you can sense that something is about to happen between us. It's the weight of unspoken words and unresolved feelings. There's a reason you've been feeling uneasy. It's the connection between us, the one we've both been trying to ignore. But the more we push it aside, the heavier it becomes. You've been feeling restless because your heart knows there's something unfinished between us. It's the weight of everything we've left unsaid, the pull of a connection we can't escape. The unease you've been feeling isn't just in your head, it's a reflection of the energy between us, the tension we've both been trying to ignore but can no longer avoid. That strange, restless feeling inside you, it's because there's something between us that hasn't been resolved. We've been dancing around it for too long, and now it's catching up to us. I know you've been feeling uneasy, like something is off. It's because your heart senses the tension between us, the unspoken words and unresolved feelings that have been building for far too long. There's a reason you've been feeling on edge lately. It's the silent pull between us, the energy that's been growing stronger with every unspoken word and every unacknowledged emotion. You've been feeling restless because your heart knows the truth. It knows that we're not done yet, that there's something between us that needs to be addressed. That uneasy feeling inside you, the one that's been keeping you up at night, it's connected to us. It's the weight of everything we've left unsaid, the tension we've been avoiding. You've been feeling off because deep down, you know there's more to our story. We've been avoiding the truth for too long, and now it's starting to catch up with us.